Howdy, y'all. It's Curious Raven on this Tuesday. I have a guest narrator with me today, Lance's Creepy Readings. Please go check him out. He is an outstanding narrator. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope y'all enjoy these stories. Number 1. I met my girlfriend at the start of the school year, 2023, and we became pretty close friends. And after a while started dating. My girlfriend has several ghosts in her house, and we talk to them every once in a while. There's a family of 7, 2 in the attic, and several uncounted in the basement. I myself have around 3 in my own house. The one thing that intrigued me was the family. They were alive around the 1850s, I'd assume, so they've been around a while. The family consists of 2 parents, 1 son, and 2 daughters, the father's sister, and the mother's sister. Their name and ages: mother, Becca, 28 to 29, father, Luke, 30 to 32, eldest daughter, Jess, 15 to 16, son, Jake, 12 to 13, youngest daughter, Emma, 5 to 6, Luke's sister, Kara, and Becca's sister, Abby. This family interests me because I'm a big FNAF fan, and the father got drunk on 18 shots one night in various different ways and killed his entire family. His sister did suicide, and Abby died of old age. Number 2. Here's a couple encounters I've had in my bathroom, but I will never shower in ever again. I always feel as if something is in the bathroom. It's down the hall from my room, and I can see it from my bed. This is the first bathroom. My other bathroom is in my room. No issues with it. So here it goes. One night, I was showering in there, and I was closing my eyes, washing the shampoo out of my hair, when I heard my name being called, and I thought it was my husband calling me from the living room. I started yelling from the shower, but he didn't respond. Then I continued to shower. Well, the next time I closed my eyes, this calling was very close to my ear, and more of a whisper. I was very scared and freaked out. Got out immediately, went to ask my husband if he had been calling me, and he had his headphones on playing games on his computer, saying he wasn't calling me at all, and never heard me calling for him either. I have never heard anything calling my name or even talking. So that was the first out of all the experiences I've had. I'll never shower in that bathroom again. The second thing that occurred in there was my daughter was showering and had the door open. And like I said, I could see the bathroom from my bed, which was where I was sitting. All of a sudden, I started seeing the light dim and the door just slams. And you have to close the door pretty hard to shut it all the way because there's a rack to hang clothes on it. It slammed so hard it knocked the towel holder off the wall, falling and closing the light off. My daughter screaming. I ran to the door and I couldn't open it, as if it was locked. That was the most disturbing occurrence in that bathroom. My daughter was shaking, and I finished washing her up and got her the hell out of there. I have also seen a shadow figure during the day go into that bathroom, which is just off-putting to say the least. What do you guys think about this? Number 3. Hello. I want to describe what I've experienced that convinced me of having lived in a haunted place. Important to say, though, I'd never seen a ghost or anything of that kind. When I moved into my first apartment, I've experienced a lot of knocking at night. Since I was up late a lot, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., playing games online and talking, I've had a nearly nightly basis knocking coming from the corner of my living room. Usually it was 3 knocks in succession, each separated by quarter to half a second. I thought for the longest time that it was my downstairs neighbor hitting on the ceiling because I was talking at night. This kept going on for 2 to 3 years straight. Only when I moved out, I realized when moving my IKEA TV stand that by applying pressure on the top wood piece, it would give off the exact knocking sound, making me realize it came from that thing all along. It was too rhythmically timed, as if I could have been the wood expanding from heat, cold, or moisture. This was the first time I truly believed in some kind of spiritual activity. I used to find it interesting, but never paid actual belief in it. I've also had those knockings happen on a new fridge, which I also bought when I moved into that place. But that I rationalized by how I thought a fridge works. Though at times it were really hard knocks. Nearly a banging popping, but usually not timed. After I moved, I slept in the same room as the kitchen, and at night again, there were these noises coming from the kitchen. Also, same kind of knocking. But it usually appeared when I left the bed to go to the bathroom. One would think my movement might have caused some kind of effect on the wood in the kitchen, even though it was concrete. Now, the weird part is that even my intent, which I tested numerous times, by slowly lifting myself up in bed, would instantaneously result in a knocking. I'm truly convinced that those were real, paranormal events. Maybe I should mention that it happened on 2 continents, Europe and North America, of which I lived for several years each. Now I'm back in Europe for 3 years, and I haven't had an experience ever again like that. I also tried communicating in the second place I've lived in, asking for a sign or a knock on my command, but to no success whatever. My question, which is why I created this post, does or did anyone else experience the same? Do you think this has followed me, or is this considered a generic form of haunting? I'd appreciate any kind of constructive response. Thanks. Number 4. I need someone to comment. On Wednesday the 17th, I woke up to blood coming from my toilet directly into my room. It was dripping into my room. It was not my family's blood. It wasn't animals. Where in the kitchen, animals consist of 3 dogs and 1 cat. Then on Thursday of the 18th, my parents heard footsteps in our kitchen. Someone please help me. It was not my footsteps or my sister's footsteps. Then on Friday the 19th, I was on the phone at exactly 12 a.m. and my Lexus started buffering. I listened to rain sounds as I sleep, like an old TV that was not connected to anything. I am quite scared. I am baptized and I pray every night. I need help, thanks. Number 5. I'm a truck driver, and I'm only home on the weekends. My wife has been experiencing noises coming from the basement, knocking, banging, things dropping like sounds. Then she's now hearing voices. And the bathroom light going on and off while it's in the shower. One off occurrence. And to top it all off, our front door was wide open this morning. It was locked, and she tugged it before bed. We have 3 dogs that would definitely let us know if there was someone physical in our house. We have multiple deceased loved ones, and we think it's one of them letting us know they'll always be with us. I'm definitely setting up a camera on interior of the front door. Number 6.
About 6 years ago, me, my wife, and our 2-year-old moved into a new house. As soon as our son could talk, he would tell us a man in the wall of his room would talk to him every night. While this was going on, I woke up one night to find the glowing white head of an elderly woman hovering about 12 inches over my sleeping wife's face, staring at her. No body, just the head. I was terrified and I couldn't move. I may have dreamt it, but I'm pretty sure that it was real. Both my wife and I grew up going to church. Different denominations, but still went nonetheless. As adults, we aren't particularly religious. Shortly after this, we had a priest come and bless our house, especially our son's room. The weird feelings and occurrences almost completely stopped. We were there 2 years, and moved to a 10-year-old house. This house feels happy, and we've had no issues. Our son doesn't remember the man in the wall.
Number 7.
3 years ago, it was one of my friend's birthdays, and we started early around 12, and went all out till 3 a.m. One of my friends asked if I could watch their dog while they go to France. I agreed, and they showed me around the next day. When I went over, I had that gut feeling that something else was there, other than the dog. So they showed me around, and it was a tiny, cute house with a garden. They forgot to give me their house keys, and it was like 90 degrees. So I texted them, and they said that there was an AC I can take out from the outside. I took it out and got into the locked house so that I could let their dog out. I have a feeling that this will be the reason of what happened that night. I worked in a restaurant and I got done at around 11 p.m. So we had a group hangout and talked about some scary stuff that happened to each other. One of the women told me that there were two different ghosts that live in the house that I was staying at. One was a sweet old lady, and the other one was not a nice guy. The not-so-nice guy was mostly in the main bedroom, and she said that it was best to not go in there, or it'll make the ghosts mad. But I already did because the couple said that was where the password for the Wi-Fi was. So I went to the house and let the dog out, and hung out. Then I went to bed and had my music playing, so the dog came up on the bed to lay next to me, and it's about 1 a.m. 1 minute later, the dog jumped off the bed, and then I felt the mattress on the left side, which I was sleeping on, move up and down aggressively. Note that this dog was a medium size and 8 years old. It lasted for a few seconds, but it was something I wouldn't forget. I told the couple of what happened, and they said that never happened to them once, but they have occasionally seen things move. I had 4 more nights left of this, but nothing else happened. I'm guessing it was 'cause I broke into the house to let the dog out.
Okay, everyone, I hope you loved these stories. Thank you so much for Lance joining us today in this collab. Please go over to his channel. I'm going to link it down below and give him some love. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all Thursday, but until then, remember, it's scary out there. Please like and subscribe.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross